Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another political episode. We are back again today, and we're specifically going to be talking about the state of New Mexico. So New Mexico, of course, in the United States Senate race, we have not Mark Heinrich, but Martin Heinrich. I think I've called him Mark Heinrich so many times, but it's actually Martin Heinrich, longtime United States Senator, obviously winning re-election. And, of course, you'll see giving a contrast and difference between the United States Senate election versus the presidential election. You'll see Martin Heinrich trounce Kamala Harris in comparison to her run in that state. You'll see much of these liberal areas are much darker. They're going 60% for her, while these counties right over here, they're kind of close, as you can see. Close race overall, and that has to do with Hispanic voters. Apparently, most Hispanic voters trust Martin Heinrich, no surprise, they trust Martin Heinrich overwhelmingly compared to Kamala Harris. Not surprised. Not to mention, I think they like Martin Heinrich even better, because you'll see there's also his opponent, Nella Domenicini. And the thing with Nella Domenicini is she is the said Domenici. She is the daughter of the legend Pete Domenicini, who, of course, has been a United States Senator, very popular United States Senator, just died in 2017, but has had huge influence, of course, in the state of New Mexico. You'll see he has won tons of elections. His best performance, I would say, and believe, 72%, as I'm looking here in 1990. But yes, this is what it's looking like. Obviously, Domenicini, huge star in that said state in the United States Senate. Of course, 2020... he's occupying the second seat. I think it's the second district. Yes, second district. Not the second district. The Class B. Class 2, Class B, whatever you want to call it. So that's the second seat, if you will. So obviously a good performance for Martin Heinrich. He says that little star indicating that he is indeed incumbent. He has obviously survived this said election. No surprises here, other than the contrast of how the counties voted. Kamala Harris counties versus Martin Heinrich counties. Very interesting, you'll see. You'll see Cibola County and Guadalupe counties, Democrat counties, if you can imagine, they are in favors for Kamala Harris barely. These counties, look at that. Guadalupe County, 61%. This is a county that Donald Trump almost won. And Guadalupe County, and it has to do with turnout and a matter of participants, obviously Martin Heinrich swept the said county. Let's check Guadalupe County, and not many people came in to vote in the presidential race. Apparently, a lot of New Mexicans, no surprise, they're not a fan of either candidate. A lot of people say, they're not a fan of Kamala Harris. Therefore, they're going to go vote for Donald Trump. No, they probably are just going to go and vote down ballot. And then specifically in Guadalupe County, that's exactly what happened. You can say the same argument in Cibola County, a county that barely went to Kamala Harris, ended up going for Martin Heinrich by 57%. You'll see increased turnout, increased momentum in these said counties over here. Although there was more registration in the presidential race, of course. But yes, you'll see, obviously, interesting results when it comes to that. This area right here, Domenicini has, of course, that area. This is the Bible Belt, part of the Bible Belt, very Hispanic, if you will. Part of that, I think, ideally, Hispanic, I believe it's a 60% majority, or a 60 point. I can't necessarily remember, but we can take a look at the racial demographics of New Mexico. Lots of different colors. But I want to see this is 2020. Let's try to avoid 2016 because that's outdated. Okay, so lots of different colors in this map, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what type of colors this kind of includes. Is it white? Is it Hispanic? I don't know. I wish they kind of. Oh, okay, this is. I mean, we could use this here. So non-Hispanic white obviously is probably over here. Most of it is white, but you get over here. This is more Hispanic. For example, counties like Lea, Eddy, and Chavez counties, they are Hispanic counties. Lea and Eddy counties, you'll see almost going in 80%. You'll see 80% Lea County voted for Donald Trump. That's a huge Hispanic county. With, of course, 60% of the said county in favor for, no, I'm saying favor, it's just is what it is. It's 60% Hispanic in that county. It's 80% Republican as of 2024. 78%, close enough. Eddy County, same deal. You'll see, of course, dark blue. This is the most Caucasian county, and you'll see it's dark red here. That's Catron County, and it has served as, at times, the most conservative county in the state. Obviously, it's not conservative in this election. You'll see, make the argument that Lea County is the most conservative. Very Hispanic, but then again, it's not saying that a Hispanic county can be conservative. In fact, I think this is the only case that we've seen where a non-white county voted more conservative than a white county right here. It's actually the most conservative in the said state. I don't think Lea has ever been in the situation where they weren't the most conservative. But this is what it's looking like right now. Of course, dark red indicates Native American. That is Mora County. Taos is another Hispanic county. The most Hispanic county in the said state is going to be Rio Arriba County. That is, of course, you could say it's influenced by Santa Fe. Of course, Albuquerque, right here. That's a Hispanic city. But yes, you get what I'm saying when it comes to the said results. Interestingly enough, but other than that, there's nothing really else to go through other than Martin Heinrich has been in the United States Senate for a pretty long time. We can even take a look at Martin Heinrich's history, and so we can end off appropriately. Yes, you'll see. First elected in 2012, yes, 51 to 45, a pretty moderate result. 2018, you could argue and make an argument saying, no, this was his best performance. Republicans could have done better if it wasn't for Gary Johnson. You could say that Gary Johnson was taking away votes from Martin Heinrich, and that has become an indicator that, hey, Martin Heinrich, he is somewhat kind of popular. Now, obviously, I didn't think Martin Heinrich would get away with these two counties once again. In this county up here, basically Valencia, Hidalgo, and Luna counties. Because, of course, he was given those counties for free, kind of, thanks to Gary Johnson. He took 15.38% of the popular vote. A very, very tight election, thanks to Gary Johnson, the former governor, very popular, and former presidential nominee for the Libertarian Party in 2016. Yeah, he ran as the Libertarian nominee, of course. Very unopposed in the Libertarian nomination, but then again, you could clearly see here Martin Heinrich trounced the Republican nominee Mick Rich, which led to 2024 with no real third-party threat. You'll see Martin Heinrich still actually improved his margin compared to 54% to now 55.6%. And the reason why he's not carrying these two counties and that county right here, that is clearly because I also noticed this county also went to Heinrich for Colfax County. That is because there's no Gary Johnson, split ticketing. So yeah, Gary Johnson really helped Heinrich. I think Republicans were very frustrated with his intervention in New Mexico in 2018. So what do you guys think in regards to our results? Going down, I do not think we have any down ballot races other than district attorney races. Those races, you'll see the Democrats, 2 Democrats were unopposed. These were 2 districts. But what do you guys think in regards to this video? Let me know down below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next political episode.